It's 12 to 1 on the Country Hour. Now, a renewed warning today to motorists using roads that have been affected by recent floods across regional WA. Lake Grace farmer Doug Clark says while he's pretty much trapped on his farm at the moment because of the huge volumes of water, he's had to attend several rescues of motorists on nearby roads, one using a jet ski which almost didn't go to plan.
Well, Rose, I'm fairly isolated from the clean-up because I'm stuck on the farm sort of with a wall of water around me, so I can get out only by a tractor, so I'm not sure actually what's happening in the township of Lake Grace because I can't quite get there yet.
What are conditions like on your farm?
Well, conditions on my farm is, as I said, I'm in the middle of a moat of water all around me, and it's probably the most water we've ever seen, and luckily, it went down about 9 inches last night, so it's starting to go down and not come up, so it's only probably got another 4 or 5 feet to go.
Are you starting to think you might have been walking under a few too many ladders lately, given that you endured the hailstorm that was quite severe last spring as well?
Yeah, I don't know who's been, whether it's me or one of my neighbours have run over a few Chinamen, but we seem to be, we're in the middle of the hailstorm and we're sort of smack bang in the middle of the flood.
Doug, I've also heard that you had to get out your jet ski and go and rescue a few people.
Oh yeah, Rose, it's sort of, yeah, we've got a crossing here where it's about a mile wide on the bitumen and the road's closed, but people still think they can get through, and it was probably near the peak of the water level, and someone went through in a Hilux and it washed them off the road down the lake system a fair way, and it's fairly flat between myself and Kingsley Strever's place, and you couldn't even see the Hilux, and the chap was standing on the roof. Got a bit of a frantic call from my neighbours to come and see if we can get him off, so it's lucky it's a little Sunday and the kids have been mucking around on the jet ski, so I whizzed over there and you could just go straight over the top of all the fences, see the water's that high. And it all went pretty well until I got to the guy who's standing on the roof, who was looking a little bit distraught. And I thought, oh, jump on and grab my legs on the jet ski. And it sounded like a good idea at the time, but what actually happened was when he jumped on, jet skis are sort of, it's not a new jet ski, it's one of the old ones that you stand on. And they work good when you're sitting up playing on the water, but when you wallow in the water, that jet that comes out the back, it either hits you in the belly, or the next point, if you move up, the other dangly bits that hang down. And the guy that was hanging on to my legs basically was not going to let go, and the current was fairly strong, so going back into the current, I was going as slowly as I possibly could because I was actually taking an absolute beating on my stomach from the jet ski, and the guy at the back wasn't going to let go, and the jet blew off my pants and one of my shoes, and I know it's funny now, it wasn't funny at the time, and luckily all I was hanging on to, I think my arms are about another 6 inches longer, and I certainly haven't got any back pain anymore because he was hanging onto my legs and he was climbing up further and further, was pushing me further and further into that jet of pain that was excruciatingly belting into me as we were trying to go into the current. And I'm ever so pleased that some guys on the road had a rope, and it was 20 metres less that I had to go, and one guy was hanging on the rope, and the other guy had walked into the deeper water, hanging onto the rope, and we got into the rope, much to my relief, and I'm still trying to get my arms back to the right size. I think I'm walking around now with my knuckles touching the ground, but it was, it's funny now, but at the time I had a fairly strained look on my face, I can tell you.
Gosh, what a remarkable rescue story. That's Lake Grace farmer Doug Clark.